Okay, this is about predict draws. Um, so there's a first form you see here is variables, bunch of variables you can tune. For example, there's a whole number. You can choose how many whole numbers you want to appear in the generated group. Um, so the definition for whole number is here. So 1 means okay, this number has been drawn in the last draw, and 5 means this number has been drawn 5 draws ago. So we call this distance. If the distance is equal 15, then this number last draw was 15 draws ago. So you can see others like hot, semi-hot, and cold, very cold. So you can change the value. These are only default values. So any change or effect, you generate the result. There are 3 fields here. Sum mini, sum max means you generate the 6 numbers in case of Lotto 649. Those sum is not less than 125 and not more than 175. So any numbers beyond that won't be generated. So you can change the value to any. If you think the 6 total numbers is very big, then you can enlarge the range. All those based on the previous draws you analyze. So because if a previous draw is like very few numbers, like less than 100, then probably this draw probably is the sum of the 6 numbers may be bigger. So you can choose a different value range based on your previous analyze. So number of odds means the 6 numbers is how many numbers are odd numbers, how many is even numbers. So if you set to 4, that means 4 out of 6 numbers must be odd numbers. So you can control the generated result by setting these values. These are also same. You based on the previous analysis, previous draws analysis. If the few odd numbers appeared in the previous draws, then maybe you can adjust values here for the next future draw. Then you can maybe set the bigger odd numbers. And here's a target draw field. So you can, if you leave it empty, that means system treat it as you put the next future draw number. For example, if a current draw is 2000, then the next draw numbers would be 2001. You can also put past draw numbers here. That way you generate against the past draws. So that way you can practice because past draw is already known. So you can click this tab. You can get the past draws numbers, and you can generate the number against the past draw. Then you see the result, and then you can practice your skills. Then you can compare the result you generate with the real draws in the history in the database. So this is a lottery selections. You can select different lotteries of interest or available to you. There's a bunch of lotteries, including the major North American lotteries, and also the UK, from UK Euro Millions, from UK Aussie Lotto, from Australia. So you can choose different lotteries. So now we can start to generate. Click the submit button. Now you can see the a group of numbers has been generated. So there's two kind of colors groups. Red colors means you generate 6 numbers for the next future draw, or next draw against any draw you define in the target draw. But don't too trust these 6 numbers, because it's almost impossible you can match the 6 numbers to the future draw. But you can generate again and again, and you can analyze those numbers, because you see here the whole tables, including 1 to 49 numbers, as in case of a Lotto 649. So each row, you can see first row is the numbers about 1-digit numbers. So the second row is about 11 to 19, and the third is 21 to 29, and so on. And you can, based on your previous analysis, draws analysis, then you can analyze that which number groups probably next draw will get those numbers fall in. Like if for example, if last draw has 3 numbers in 1 to 9, probably I will avoid the select numbers from this group. Maybe I focus on other groups, and so on. That's just an example, but this is the randomness we are dealing with. So maybe the next draw still 3 numbers appear on this group, so it's hard to say. But based on the probability, chance is maybe less than others. Chances are similar, but statistically, they probably got a fewer chance than other groups. So these numbers tells you that how many numbers appeared on this group. So this is accumulated to 34 numbers. That means these numbers, red and white, are altogether 34 numbers. So the numbers in white color means I call it candidate numbers. So the so-called candidate numbers, so you can also choose any number from this group, because potentially they are probably be the next draw, one of numbers of the next draws. And there are, so this table tells you 6 numbers, put them together, and also get the information about the sum of these 6 numbers, and odds and even the ratio. So because I defined 4 odds, so you see here the generate odd number is 4, even number of course is 2, and sum is I define as a 125, between 125 and 175. So this number is falling in between. And there are numbers information for each numbers. For example, the 1 here is R is I call this a relative distance. That means the last the one got last draw or last heat was 29 draws ago, and S is a saved distance. That means one got hit prior to the last hit was 5 draws ago. So this tells you the information about the 2 hits for this number. Recent hit was 29 draws ago. The hit before last hit was 5 draws ago, similar to other numbers. So these are tells you the information about that number. So you don't get the blind to choose a number. So you have full information about that number, which one is hot, which one is a cold number. For example, this is a very cold number, but 32 is a quite hot number, and once very cold and then getting hot. So that's about the prediction draws.